They letting me on. Them niggas on that blacklist shit. I ain't got no subscribers. Bitch ass niggas. Hey, hold on though. Look, I'm trying to get the video so y'all can see my face. So just, bro, I didn't know you could do that. Okay. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Let me take my work shit off. So I don't need to know what the fuck I work at. So, let's see. We're going to make a video, right? I'm a T2369. Fuck a Tesla. Fuck these niggas if they block me. I was already told they coming for me last year. So I mean, I ain't worried about that shit. I'm blacklisted anyway. So peak game 3, 6, 9. Fuck a Tesla. Let's get it. Alright, so boom. First you gotta understand, right? There's no there's no number greater than 9, you feel me? It's 1 through 9 in the repeats. I mean, you got your 10, you got your 11 and shit. You feel me? Your 12, your 13, your 14. But look, it repeats itself. So, say like you go to 1 through 9, then you get 10 and up, right? So, peep game to this list. This is the Greek and Hebrew list. And some of my my theories. Because I came up with it when I was 27. Last year. Right? So, boom. The thing is with the Greek, right? You can pull this shit up. Let's just pull this shit up. Greek, Hebrew, alphabet. Because to understand your enemy, you have to comprehend what the fuck they saying. That's another part. But let's get back to this chart shit. Alright, so boom. I don't got the numbers. I need the numbers. Alright, so boom. Alright, you see how it's the ABC, right? And then that's the okay. They got the Latin to it too, okay. You might need to hop on that shit too. I need to add that shit to the list. Alright, so boom. But I'm gonna just stick to the Greek and Hebrew. With the Latin, you cannot sleep on either because that's English. All three of these languages is English. And they all come from like closest to that part of Phoenicia. So boom. So let's get it. Alright, so say let's click this. Alright, so let me move my face over here. Oh, still got the numbers. Alright, so boom. For the Greek and the Hebrew, right? I guess the Latin too. I'm just learning something about that. A lot of this Latin shit seems like they copied the Egyptians. Okay, so no theory. The Spaniards copied the Egyptians, right? The Greek copied the natives. Because what the natives do, they always look above. I mean, the indigenous too. That's why. Shout out to what's her name? Dang, that shit at the tip of my tongue. Isis Wisdom. Shout out to Isis Wisdom and shit. Feel me? Because we are what is it? I just said it. Indigenous and native, we native indigenous. Feel me? So boom. So get back to saying that, right? Look at the numbers, right? It repeats 1 through 9, then it repeats. But look, it's really about energy. Because when they was looking up, they was looking at the stars, but what do the stars hold? Different energies. So it holds different hertz when it goes through a cycle. We're in a cycle, a golden age cycle. Type, yeah, type, yeah, type, yeah. We're in the golden age cycle. So boom. So look, 1 through 9, right? I'm trying to show an example without talking too much. But goddamn, 1 through 9, right? That's the first level. Like, say that's the first interval, first level. Like, say if it was 3 levels to a floor, right? It'd be 1 through 9, right? That's the first level, right? Say the first level with 9 rooms. Boom. So you get to the second level. This is the second level. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And it stops right there and goes to the hundreds place. So you went from the ones place to the tens place to the hundreds place, right? So boom. People, what I'm trying to say though. So this is another way. One is, it always repeat 1 through 9. There's no number greater than 9. So when you put numerology to it, 1 plus 0 just equals 1. 2 plus 0 just equals 2. 4 plus 0 just equals 4, nigga. 5 plus 0 just equals 5, nigga. 7 plus 0 equals 7, nigga. Alright, so boom. So let's put it in this point of view. So it's 10, right? Now say you got 11. 11 is 2. 12 is 3. 13 is 4. 14 is 5. 15, you feel me? It just keeps going, right? And then it repeats. So really, that's just intervals. And intervals is talking about like negatives and positives and shit, because that's all that comes. All positive, negative, protons, electrons, neutrons, whatever the fuck. You feel me? That's all that be coming, right? So P game. This whole list, the whole alphabet, really, that's why they made it. That's why it became a spell. Because when you use certain letters and all that extra shit, you're using certain energies into your words. That's why when you speak, it's really supposed to manifest. But if you don't comprehend what you're really saying, then you're using the energy. They turn the energy against you when you're the one that created this shit. You know all about this shit. How like a bird hop out the goddamn nest and learn how to fly. That's it. Like, it's supposed to come out like that. But you gotta goddamn get your mind right to think for yourself, know yourself. Cause niggas be trying to find themselves because they looking for their own perspective. That's why when niggas don't know what the fuck they thinking about, it becomes anxiety. That shit's dangerous. You gotta really watch that shit. That shit had your heart broken. Goddamn. Just the least expected, you feel me? Anxiety, you feel me? That goes both ways, males and females. It ties to that extreme. But that's what I mean, I'm talking too much. So let's get back to it. So the thing I wanted to say with this 369, right? First level, 3. Second level, 6. Third level, 9. And it repeats and it repeats and it repeats. Cause time is fake as hell the way they taught us, bro. But really at the end of the day, they gave us words that we didn't comprehend to. And then we didn't even think of it in our own perspective. So Pete, what I'm trying to say, cause I know I'm on it. So Pete game. So time isn't real, right? So time is measurements. It's measurements of energy cycles. That's what I'm saying. These 1 through 9, that's in the Greek, Hebrew, and Latin. That's what they was talking about because they was looking at the heavens. They was looking at the stars. So That's what they be studying, right? That's pretty much why they study more above than the sea. Because when you study more above, you tapping into energy. And when you can tap in to the 369, because the 369 is divine, it's just how it just flows like that. You feel me? Everything has trinities. But as the cycle goes up, it duplicates and becomes stronger. That's what the 369 about. Because you can't get the 6 without the 3, and then you can't get the 9 without the 6. You feel me? Like, it's just a it's a representation of a cycle. You feel me? It's a representation of a cycle. So boom, I'ma break this shit down. I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I already know what the fuck going on. I already know what the fuck they gonna try to do. And I ain't even about to say hi to you. Yeah. No, I am. I'm gonna say hi to you. But really, it's goodbye to y'all, cause y'all time is up. 6:03. That's part of a 369 energy. Cause again, you can't get the 9 without the 3 and the 6. So that 6 plus 3 equals 9. Really, this is a divine time. Manifest. But be in a positive headspace. But think for yourself. Because when you think for yourself, you actually breaking down everything to what's good for yourself. You're not about to think about some other shit and then even think about it because you thought that was the way. Shit, I might think I should drive up the street for no gas, but the whole time got money in my pocket. Man, that ain't smart. It's not. Shit, you don't never know what the fuck go on. So boom. So look, can I flip this? Alright, so this is shit I was saying. Like, say, let me show an example before I start this shit. Alright, so, man, it's not even the right one, but it's not the same one. Oh, that shit had definition. Alright, so they said AN, right, means I. Look at AN, right? It has a apostrophe right there. This is my first time seeing this shit. But look at AN. AN, hold on, let me look at my little list because this shit came up. Alright, so AN, where AN at? AN will be 70 hertz, right? If you put it in the Greek alphabet, because they was like low key cahoots. All three of these niggas was cahoots. They family. They just try to. This was the start of the divide. Feel me? So boom. Alright, so A in Hebrew is O and it's 70. So 70, right? 70 on a micron. 70 in the Greek is called a micron, right? But look though, yeah, it got a apostrophe A with the A on my list, but then it has just the regular shit. Because in reality, you could say alpha and omega. Damn. Nah. You can't say that. Because Omega is not even O symbol. But they do have Omega with it's a W and then that sign. But it can also be a lowercase o. It's tied into a micron, definitely. That's why I post that little short shit. Omega is tied into the micron energy. A little O big O. Because it's duality and everything. Anything small is something big. So, alright, so this is what I'm trying to get to though. AN is actually a suffix, and the real word for AN is Zayn. Is a weapon for the eye, right? Because that's your spiritual eye, right? The Z is the prefix, even though it's one letter, right? So you put the Z, right? That's 7, right? In the Hebrew text. Zayin is 7. Ayin is 70. 7 plus, yeah, that's just 7. 7 plus 0 is 7. That's relating to each other. They did that shit on purpose. So boom. Z is the prefix for Ayin. So when they said Omicron, they were making the weapon, right? Because the weapon is with 7 on Zayin is matched up to Zeta. Zeta is 7 in the Greek. Zayin is 7 in the Hebrew. I stay with me. Please stay with me. Cause you gotta I need a different picture. Cause I'm looking at what I got. I'm not looking at what I'm showing y'all. That's my fault. I ain't gonna feel bad. We just gonna get right. So boom. Ooh, this is a good one. Yeah, this is a good one. Alright, so boom. You see this, right? Ah shit. What that junk up? Oh, boom. Alright, so look. This is what I was saying. 1 through 9, 10 through 90, 100 to 900. Right? So AN is 70, right? And Zayn is 7, which is the Z, right? You see on this one, they got the big O and the little O, but it's really, they say Omicron is the little O, but it's still, the symbol of that is still a big O with it. Is more than one symbol for that sign. So it's a big O with it. That's why I said Omega, big O, is tied to the little O, because they talking about energies, right? Meaning close to the end, right? A micron represented close to the end, 7 to the 9. You feel me? So when it happens, it's going to hit at the 7, at the year of the 7, which is 2023. But what we about to go through is the shift moment to the balance. It's about to be war. So so look, you gotta hold it down, y'all. You gotta hold it down. Alright, so look, fuck, I'm getting off topic, but it actually still ties into the 369. Alright, so boom. This actually ties into why they giving you the shit and what they were used, why they use the words to even explain that. Why they called it a micron, why they called it, they even put gamma, alpha, beta, all that shit, all them brain frequencies that your brain emits, right? And there's energies above that shoots off the same shit that your brain emits. So they talking about gamma rays, it's gonna harm me, nigga. I emit gamma rays at the rate that the planet's on, you feel me? And everything. I absorb the sun, it doesn't hurt me. It actually charges. So catch the lies. Alright, so boom. Let's get back to it. Alright, so the Z, right? The Z is 7, which is the same thing as 70, because it's 7. It's just the 70 is at a higher, is at the second power. right, is at the first, second, or third power, right? It's like a branch, right? So boom. So Z7, right? Because Omicron matched up with 70 on the Hebrew text, and that was AINT. I started off breaking down that shit, and the next day they put out some shit. I didn't post no shit, but they put out that shit, right? And they went as far as AINT. I kept going. So when they went with the AINT, I realized that's just a suffix for Zayn. And Zayn is still 7. It's just at the first power. But 7 that's matched up with the Greek little shit, right? The Zayn means Zeta. So when you look up Zeta, my nigga, this is why you gotta take advantage of Google. Nigga, this shit like school. But look, alright, so Zeta, right, means and medical. Cause what are they using this shit for? Medical shit, science, and then the language they're using is Latin, Greek, and Hebrew, right? So that's how you look into what you trying to figure it out, right? So look, if you trying to figure out, you gotta go to the basics, nigga. It's they're naming this shit on top of shit for your medicine, for medical, and they're a trap. You feel me? Because it's a trap, right? So boom, who the fuck even? Never mind. So boom. So look, Zeta, right, means in medical. See, if I had subscribers, bro, my life would be lit. I don't give a fuck. So look, see, they're not even trying to show that shit. It's going tie down, zero energy. Look all this shit tied up to that shit. They're not even trying to show this shit. Denotes the 6 in a series, for example. And my shit, okay, look, this whole shit about to go left. But we're gonna still finish what made me want to start this shit over. So look, Zeta, right? It's a Zeta is the sixth letter of the Greek alphabet. In chemistry, denotes the 6 in the series, for example, the sixth carbon from a functional group. Symbol for electrokinetic potential. Electrokinetic potential. Alright, so kinetic, right? I think kinetic energy is like built up energy, and potential I think is when you release it. Y'all don't know if I'm right or wrong. Shut up if I'm wrong. Cause y'all not here to correct me. But y'all know what I'm trying to say though. So look, there's a symbol for the electrode getting magnified. When they say some shit about Zeta, right? Which they most likely gonna do, because the last star I even heard of was Omicron. But Zeta is representing Z. Z stands for Zen. Some more shit. I put it on the short. If you can go look at the short. Take the notes for your own. You feel me? Copy that shit, screen record it, post it, share it to your friend. But goddamn, at least tag me, man. I'm trying to like spread the word and like keep doing that shit. So I mean, like, don't be on that fuck shit. Alright, so boom. Alright, look. So 6 carbon, right? The carbon is getting electrified right now, and like everything, like, it's tripling up, right? Everything, even the sunbeam is triple. So your cell reproduction is triple. So as low key, that shit getting charged, right? There's no electromagnetic spirit sucking your energy away. Now you absorbing that shit. So look, the six in the series is talking about the sixth cycle. When they said Omicron, that was around October, November. They're gonna probably say Zeta or some shit like that if they didn't somewhere else already. They're gonna say that shit, bro. And when they do, my bad, my little hair has been growing and shit. The little whiskers. But look, but when they do, bro, y'all remember what the fuck I said. Cause really, this download is from last year. This is not even no New Year fucking download. I've been had this shit. That's why Rashad Jamal was really on some shit. Cause I was so glad when he said it with all his viewers, nigga. I was so glad when he said this shit. Cause I'm at home like, damn. I wish I could goddamn say it, but he said it for me, and you see, so it went. But I'm gonna continue this shit. So boom, look. So they're not trying to show me what that shit mean in medical terms, but it means that to you. Feel me? You're not even trying to show that shit. Sleeping impedance standard normal score. The first known use that it was in the 15th century. 1 plus 5 is 6. Was 6th century? 6th century is talking about a time period. Time ain't real. So when you talk about time, it's a measurement of energy. So when they said 15th century, these niggas was really saying the sixth dimension. So if you look at shit back in the 15th century, you probably gonna see some type of divine shit. I'm telling you. Because when it comes to the 5th and 6th energy, which we about to hit in September, shit gonna go left, bro. So look, this is a warning. Everybody's saying I'm just trying to break it down for you because it deals with 369. Because this is why they got that shit and harnessing and like manipulating all the natural resources because it deals with 369 and 3 states. No, and 2 parallels, 3 alternates, and 4 states. They're fucking with energy. Feel me? So look. So when they say that Zeta shit, which they most likely gonna say after the food shortage, which is probably gonna be part of the little lockdown, it's gonna be monkeypox, Zeta, nigga. So we gonna look up Zetia means. Zetia is a Zeta Bay, right? See this one up. A Zeta Bay. I would break down this word, but I can say this shit. So a Zeta Bay, right? Actually, they discovered that shit from the Nigerian tribe, and I put that on my soul. They discovered that shit in Africa from the Nigerians. That is one of the drugs they use as a cholesterol drug, which close your sodium channels, which and that fucks with your zinc, cause that deals with your melanin, like your skin. It deals with your skin, your blood, and your plasma, which is your plasma and your blood, which deals with like fats and shit. Also, so look, and acids and shit. Alright, so look, so Ezetibate or high cholesterol drugs, bro, it close your sodium channels. You, your sodium channels is like your rivers for you. It's like your currents, like a current, like a river current. You got many different currents. Just that's why it has to be clear or it cause problems because it causes pressure. You feel me? It causes pressure. So look, the thing about that is, like, say your cells are like crystals in the water, in the current of water. Say the carrying the water that you got all going different ways and shit, just full of crystals. You feel me? And the sun hitting it, absorbing in that water in your in the body, and that body of water is absorbing and shit. So while it's absorbing in that body of water, that shit got down charging them, it's charging them crystals up. So look at your cells and that body of water, your blood, which deals with your skin, which deals with your goddamn plasma, which deals with goddamn all that. Feel me? That's like your life. It deals with your life force energy. Feel me? Because if that's blocked up, your cells can't operate the way it's supposed to. And what's that's going to do? It's going to cause problems first in the spleen. Your red blood cells begin to die. They die out in the spleen first. When you match up your spleen to your chakras, that is your solar plexus. And as that goes, it goes up, right? Boom. When that goes down, boom, down, boom, boom, boom. Because the thing is, they spike the proteins up because of the hemoglobin. The hemoglobin takes the proteins to your respiratory system that's in your red blood cells that travel through your blood. So if they giving you a Zetabe, it's a strong, strong version of cholesterol drugs. But the shit don't fucking work for you. That's why you can't take blood thinners with the shit. That's why you can't take blood thinners with the. You can't take blood thinners with that shit. Why? Which really don't make sense because at the end of the day, you want to thin your blood out because that would push the wrong shit out of you. When your blood not clean and shit, it keeps that shit in. Then your metabolism slows up. Then you gain weight. But when your metabolism slows up, your immune system slows up too, right? Because that's part of a trinity. So it's like even if your immune system was fucked up, but you got down at a fast metabolism, that means that you need to eat healthy to get that full balance right, and you'll probably gain weight in a way like healthy gains, like not destroy your body to gain weight. You feel me? So like, let's get back on point. And the Zetabe, right? That's from Nigeria, from the Ezo tribe. Look up the Ezo tribe. That's where they stole it from. All right, let's get back to the other one. It's tetraoxidant, and that's for your tetracovalent carbon links and hydrogen links, right? Tetraoxygen, reason why China is reproducing all those shit, like they left them in charge because they do a lot of fishing out there and they have a fish called a puffer fish. The puffer fish actually, the puffer fish is something that niggas in China be eating and shit trying to gain divinity. You feel me? I don't I don't know why. I don't know. Our ancestors taught them that goofy ass shit. Maybe we did, and if we did, my bad for saying goofy. But look, what I'm trying to say is, them niggas, they be dying off that shit, right? Like, the niggas that be doing it, and they still be eating that fish knowing that. But the thing is, they be eating it to try to gain divinity. So, the tetraoxidant, right, that's another form of cholesterol too, a cholesterol drug, right? But I'm gonna leave it at Zeta because that goes with Z. But the tetraoxidant came from Haiti. That deals with why the Haiti president got murdered too. Low key, I'm gonna use my intuition. I saw it, so yeah, that has something to do with it. To do with now, and bruh was not complying with that shit, and they murdered him. Not what the fuck they was saying, because that's going on here right now as we speak. So they murdered him because he didn't comply with the world order. Then they sent the earthquake with a bomb in the water, and it hit them. You feel me? So they stole that from Haiti, right? Because it's part of Haiti zombie ingredient, right? It's witchcraft, bro. This whole shot shit, all that shit is alchemy. And I'm trying to prove to you how it is. I don't do magic, bro. I don't be all in that shit, bro. I don't do none of that shit, but I get it. So, cause it just, I get it. So look, Haiti zombie ingredients. Now they're trying to say, all right, there you go. See the pufferfish, boom. Tetra, tetrodotoxin, potent neurotoxins, fully capable of pharma. Remember what pharma means? I feel like that goes back to Satan. Cology. I mean, y'all, all right, y'all see that shit. Look, y'all see that shit. Throat chakra open. Look, inducing a zombie state, right? So I asked myself, there's a whole story about who discovered it was some nigga named David sent him ass back, whatever, David Taylor, some shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, all that shit going on. They stole that from Haiti, and then they mixed it with fucking animals, right? With animals, cause they needed a fetus, a cell to reproduce. So they put the animal there, cause when they close up your sodium channels, it allows that cell to move and combine with your T cell, because all it needs is one link from that T cell to your T cell. Feel me? It needs just one link. So that being said, for them drugs right there, it blocks your sodium channels, right? So while niggas thinking shit sweet, the thing is, the shit is a mutation, because an animal cell comes uncontrollable because it came from an animal cell. Now it's mutating into something different. Because look, all viruses come from animals. All viruses come from animals. And mucus. Mucus comes from animals. And the fucking alchemy they be using for snacks, man, that shit be so fucking good, nigga. But if you look at that shit and ingredients and look up each ingredient word by word, you be like, oh, nigga, you wouldn't eat that shit by itself. Some niggas be like, fuck it, but I still bet you won't go in the kitchen and try to whip that shit up the way they got it written out. I bet you won't. So boom. So look, more than that's close your sodium channels up. When they close your sodium channels, it allows that cell to grow and reproduce. But the thing is, they didn't have to keep you in the lab to do it. This is cytogenetics. This is what Satan did to even make his for mankind. Feel me? That was his creation. That's why they have animal DNA mixed all in this shit. That was his creation. It was cytogenetics. That's what he did when he turned on it, because it wasn't supposed to mix your cell with anything else other than a queen. You feel me? And he went against law. So look, this is the cytogenetics breakdown to it. And we supposed to be talking about 369, but this ties into the 369, because the thing is, the sun interacts with your cells, because your cells and your skin, your melanin, absorbs it to your blood. That's why you be feeling hot, because you absorb that shit to your blood and it heats up your fucking skin. So when you clean out your blood and you could be in the fucking heat, you gonna be cooling. You might sweat a little bit, but other than that, you ain't gonna feel hot at all. So it's like, cause you had a balanced diet, cause you had your diet, and you're not at these invaders in diet, bro. Cause all that shit do is decrease your cell. So when all these spiritual people be talking about raise the frequency, yeah, raise the frequency, yo. Raise the frequency. I'm seeing a second sun right now. Oh, can I flip this? I don't know if y'all see that light right there. but that's the sun. Y'all see that light? Yeah. Back to what I'm saying, and they got a rainbow shit. I can't even, it's a whole live rainbow, bro. It is a whole live rainbow. I'm about to take it with my iPhone. If I can catch it. I'm being that ass, bro. I don't cap out shit. That's against the Raj, nigga. You know, oh, and I got it. This is clearly in the sun. Let me see if I can turn the brightness down on them boys so you know it's real. So you know it's real. Look, that's the sun. Feel me? That's how the moon be looking at nighttime too. But look, but that's the sun, right? I mean, this is some whole other shit. This is a rainbow aura. You feel me? Y'all about to pop out. Let's get it. Alright. I'm trying to make a video right now. I'm on live. Y'all check me out at Hood Scientist 94. Triangle down. Capital X. Triangle up. Peace. Cause we going in on some shit. You heard? Oh, y'all give me a second. I'm trying like, I'm in the spirit. Feel me? Yeah. Alright, so yeah, back to what I was saying. Uh, fuck whoever talking shit, you a fucking bitch. Alright, let's get it. Alright, the consistent we was talking about something else. Dang, that shit threw me off. That jump gone too. Low key is still there. It got a little glare. And ain't shit in my window to make that shit. Sun came out. About it. Alright, so look. Y'all about to, they trying already. Y'all probably be thinking I'm trying to copy somebody else, but my shit be whole life getting blocked. And then I can't post. And nobody else be looking at this shit but y'all. These niggas on here. I don't got no subscribers. I heard somebody say, thing on World News, bro, was like, this is you, bro, because you my homie. But, nigga, you can click my shit. I need y'all to keep adding my shit, like and subscribe. Just so, I mean, I'm going to keep doing it anyway because it's worth the effort. And my effort is being seen. So, look. Alright, so let's go. So, the antioxidant, right? Oh yeah, you close your sodium channels allows the animal cell to reproduce itself because it's blocking your antibodies and allowing those antibodies, which really came in the lipoprotein of Zetia, right? Right. Zetia, medical. They're talking about ingredients and shit. It's like, yep, cholesterol lowering medication. Right. Same. Yeah. Alright, so anyways, Zetabay is a lipoprotein, right? Also, the lipoprotein can be transferred through a shot. Statins, that's the words they use for the vaccine also. Alright, so they also have xenobots, right? I found xenobots that was close to this shit right here on gematria. And really, I picked it up off of a teacher who had a picture and something told me it was upside down. Him, it was upside down. Saw it, copied it, put it in gematria, boom. What did it say? Xenobot. Xenobot is a robot, is a AI technology cell that can be transferred through lipoproteins. Lipoproteins is talking about the spike proteins. Because the spike proteins get attached to your red blood cells, which gets attached to all the shit we was just talking about, right? And then the radiation is dealing with your white blood cells, right? But weakening your red blood cells can weaken your white blood cells. Because they don't really have a defense no more. That's what your red blood cells be doing, making sure everything holding down in them canals. But when they blocking it with high cholesterol shit, with the protein, I ain't even saying that shit right. Somebody took my book, but it's cool. That's why I'm saying that shit now. Gene participates in the development of discipline that leads to cardiovascular. To carry out analysis because it deals with the other race's genes. Whatever that's in their genes, they're using it in the shots, right? I promise you. I promise you. I didn't even think there's a monkey virus. Not because no motherfucking monkeys started running around and shit. That came from the lab. I mean, that could, but no, bro. They wouldn't even let no monkeys run around like that. They gonna have trackers, nigga. You know, niggas just crashing. Whoever crashed, he body if you really crash. That's what I'm saying. But look, but yeah, y'all can look that up. But we gonna go back into the 369. Alright. But before that, let's look at epsilon symbol. Or is it the cough symbol? I don't know if I'm right, but I think the cough deal with death. Deal with somebody. is this shit not popping up no more, bro? So I had to write it down because they always change this shit. I think I just learned this shit. Fuck it. Wait, no, bro. Cough 90 symbol. My bad, y'all. We just going off the flow. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This brother. Ah, is it with a Q? My bad. Yeah, this with a Q. I don't know why I had written down C. Yep. Alright, so this represents the sun, right? The circle, right? And it also represents the planet, right? And it also represents a cycle, right? And then this between the two spaces in between the circle, that represents the two parallels, right? It also represents your brain, left and right, right? What else? Whatever y'all see, tell me or write in the comments. But this is what I'm trying to say. If I don't know if y'all ever seen like the light spectrum that goes through the sun, right? That light spectrum coming down is like the pyramid coming down too. When the pyramid goes down like this, when it goes down, right? Like on the chakras, right? It was talking about the sun hitting you. Because the plasma has to deal with it too. Because that's part of the Trinity. So, because you have to absorb, get your charge. That's what charges you. And the planet, because it hits the planet. And you absorb from the planet too. So boom, so when it's hitting down, that's the triangle down, right? So when you look at this cough, you got the line going through it, it's going down. It looks like a shaft for one of the Egyptian gods that I can't remember the name. That's why I said it might be stuff, because I know a Toph, it might be Toph. So I feel like this shit deals with the Book of Toph, because this deals with CERN, and CERN deals with the Book of Toph, and cytogenetics deal with the Book of Toph, because that's the shit Satan wrote. So look, because this is his realm, right? So look, so when the sun it comes down, it hits the planet. That's the line coming down. So if you put one on top of another, let me draw this picture real quick. So let's put 12, 3, 6, 9. I'm tripping. Alright, look. You want to see 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. This is how the clock represents, because the clock is actually a compass for the sun. If you didn't hear me, let me tell you again. The clock is a compass for the sun. Yeah, it tells you the time, but it's telling you the frequency we in. Because to get time, that deals with speed and distance. The speed is coming at kp or at hertz index. The hertz is the frequency, right? Because the frequency with the hertz, with that, and the direction it proceeds in, which is delta, which is also coming from a delta, which means UV, ultraviolet UV, nemesis. Anyway, let me get back. Alright, so boom. So alright, we gonna stay focused. No weapons formed against me. No, fuck that. This was any weapons formed against me shall not prosper. I say, you know they mix the words so that. Alright, so boom. Alright, so say you put a cuff on top of a cuff, it's gonna make a line, right? That connects, right? It's gonna go like this. It's a line that connects. But if you put one right here, right, it's gonna keep connecting, right? If you put it at a tilt, it's gonna look like this. Because we're on an elliptical tilt, right? So each portal is in a higher dimension, right? So say like Sirius A, B, C, X, right? That's in a higher dimension, right? Sirius, it might be A, B, C, M, and then X is over top of that because through the black hole you get the X. So boom. So the light goes through, right? This is how it travels from up there. That's how our galactic family. That's oh my gosh. I've been talking on this shit this whole time. It wasn't saying nothing. Be so upset. But no, this is how your galactic family is actually talking to you through light transmission. Because the light comes through and it comes down. So say this is X. The light comes through the Sirius portal, which is the North Star. Twinkle, twinkle, star. Oh, I wonder what you are. A fucking portal, a gateway, a archway, a doorway. Nigga, the gate. Alright, so boom. So like that's when you leave your body. Well, chosen ones who be leaving their body go through that portal, just like that. Because light is electricity. You do that. So boom. You can do all that. So you can do that without putting your body to rest, and that's what they're scared of. Because there's 4 alternates to you. 3 alternates, 4 states of you, and fucking 2 parallels. So look, so say this is X, this is the North Star, this is Chi getting Earth energy, Chi. So planet energy, Chi. So look, the light comes through this cough, through that cough, through that. That's why you see the moon. You check my channel. I got the little shit that look like Space Jam, but that's the moon, bro. I literally put the moon. I FaceTime the video, strip the light. That's all. Then you saw the light spectrum, like I'm showing you in the tilt. It goes like say my head is the sun, right? And then this line is going straight through. You see that light spectrum, right? That's the connection that's hitting to the planet. For real. And really the reflections of the sun go in different ways, and that's when you see other lines. But that be the CMEs going at different points of the planet and different stars and constellations all around you, because it's all a part of what's going on with this cycle. Because when it novas, everything around it that's been getting pulled in is going to grab that too, because we're going into not a third dimensional frequency, but we're going to a third level. Like, you feel me? We're going to the third level. So like, but it's gonna have higher frequencies like it was, like how it is normally. It's just we going back through it. We're going back through them portals, and now that we're like in the close ending of the fourth cycle, the fifth cycle is next month, September. So really, that's 5D energy that's hitting. I mean, a lot of us already ascended past 5D. The fuck that come from? A lot of us ascended past 5D mentally, but the energy, I mean, it's already been on the planet, but shit's about to be open for sure. Five and six, five and six, dimensions type shit, because it works in twos, but it's gonna be open to 7, 8, 9, higher, but really 9. But in their words, the 19th, that's like, leave that for another song. But that's how the light comes through. So this is the picture I was making. You see that? So it's like a clock, right? So I made it in a clock. I made it in a clock for a reason though. Because the arrows represent longitude, latitude, but it also represents the direction it's going to proceed in. Because this is a compass for the degrees and hertz. The hertz from the sun and the degrees it's going to land at. That's why all the sacred numbers actually, if you put it in east, because they say the sun rises in the east. So if you put the degrees in east, like a sacred number in east, like 77, 144, 72, 48, 222, shit like that. Just put that shit in a, yeah, just throw it from, just put it, go on Google so you can see the locations and then pay it to look at where the sun's been hitting this whole time. So look, it hits in cycles at the same locations. Like for example, 144 degrees east, 0 north. That is that's the Pacific near California, right? And also close enough to hit the Indian Sea or China. But really, the Indian Sea is 77 or 72 or 79, because 79 is also. So look, so it's just when you see the 79, right? Say 7 plus 9, right? Equals 7 plus 9 equals 16. That's a 7. But it's in the 6 energy, right? Which ties back to Zeta. But anyways, alright, let's get back to it. Alright, so this is how the 369 is in the clock, right? So 3, 6, 9. The 12, right, is only there for the fourth alternate. I mean, for the fourth state, because it's 4 elements. That's why the element chart looks like the like a, like a compass or something like that too, and represent east, west, north, south, because that's the direction it be going in. So look, the thing about the 12, right? Remember, 1 plus 2 equals 3. So the whole time they say 3 represents rebirth. It's a rebirth of a new cycle, right? That's why they say the Christ-like energy in December, because really December is spring. It's really March. We use the Gregorian calendar, so if we was to use an official calendar, December would be March, and March would be Gemini, June, and so on and so on. Feel me? So look, so we're going to count. All right. So the thing is, in a circle, there's a triangle in a circle. No, we ain't even there yet. I don't got my other notes. The first notes. Somebody took my book. So look. So big game. So the circle, right? Alright, so what do they call a circle? The pi, circumference. But they use is really the pi. Pi represents 360. It represents 360. Alright, 360 represents 3, 6, 9. It's 3 plus 6 equals 9. So look, the thing about a pi, when it comes to angles and all the extra shit, a pi, how you will see a pi that was split up, how they have it, north, west, east, and south, because that's the grid, right? So the grid is how you would say a pie chart is. It's a pie chart. You see the cross? But look, the thing is, since the poles are shifting, that cross is turning into an X. That's why it's spinning faster. And when it hits the X, the poles are only shifting because it represents the native people on this planet. So when I say that, it represents a chakra unlocking, because the energy here was locked because of the lunar frequencies and shit they put up. So now that it's unlocking, since the electromagnetic field is gone, depleting, it's starting to unlock. Kai is starting to unlock its own chakras, and it's been doing that. But this X right here, nigga, the cross represents Christ. The X represents home. The X gene, the God gene, right? But the Christ energy unlocks when the chakra unlocks from the root up. But look, that being said, look at all these triangles. What would you consider those triangles to be? 90 degrees. So 90 degrees each in the grid of 4 point in the corners is coming to the equator, the middle. So look, so what's 4 times 90? 360. Again, 360 is a 369. Everything sacred comes back to 9 when it's dealing with time, right? Well, that's how it was when they built the pyramids. Because the pyramids actually correlated. They used time to build the pyramids, and the pyramids correlated with Earth and its cycles. And so it can harness its energy from it and then spread it across the planet. And then it does that below the surface where niggas saying sinkholes and underworlds. Yeah, it does that and it keeps going. And it does that going up. That's what the pyramids are part of. It pushes the energy back up with the planet. It strengthens it up and pushes it back up because it's like a cycle. It goes up down and round and round, all different ways working in Trinity. So look, so that being said, all those is 90 degrees, right? So when you come to this clock, the 3 o'clock is 90 hertz. 90 hertz. 6 o'clock is 180 hertz. 9 o'clock will be uh 2 270, and then 12 will be 360, right? 360, and then it repeats, but you add on 90, you're gonna get 410. Now your chakras is getting messed with, you feel me? Starting to get them scared, because that's down close to the root chakra frequency, right? So when it gets to the 6, they in fear, but we already passed this. This is the cycle from goddamn 2020, right? This is 2021. That's 2022. And then we gonna make for the time for 2023. So we got, oh shit, 2023. It's hard. I mean, it's not hard looking at this. But I'm looking at my tablet right here. 2021, 2020. So peak game. So 2021, the 3 energy at East, 410, right? 410 plus 90. No, that ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. 360 plus 90 is 450. Alright, yeah, 360 plus 90 is 450. So that's 450 hertz. So yeah, when it came to the second cycle, they were scared because it was at the root chakra. And when that started unlocking niggas, or started making niggas act crazy, but at the same time they were breaking away from shit they wasn't supposed to be around. So look, that's where I come from, because you gotta look how the ancestors work, or how these beings that's attached to us, the galactic family work with us type shit. They can't really, other beings can only use the lunar frequency to try to tap into your shit. We're solar beings, come from plasma and heat and light, dark matter energy, like ether, you feel me? Like, etc. You feel me? But look, 450 hertz at 3 o'clock, which is still like east, remember? Because if you look up south degrees or on a compass, it's gonna say 180. If you look at east, it's gonna say 90. If you look up west, it's gonna say 270. And if you look up 12, it's gonna say 0. Feel me? That's why 12 represents the parallel, the split. Feel me? That's why it's a 2 digit. It's a line in between, but it still comes across, even though it's going north to south. It still deals with the left and right, and that's why they even made the addition sign for that reason. Because 1 plus 2 equals 3. Okay? So that's the repeat. So really, that's the 3. When they got the 450, that was the 6 in reality, and this was the 9. But we can rewrite that because that shows different frequencies. But like, that deals with that shit. That whole cycle. Look, alright, so 450 plus 90, that would be 540. Now you tapping into the heart chakra frequency. You get to the 9, right? It goes to goddamn go to the 9, that's 60, you get 330, still equals 9. Keep that all these numbers are going to equal 9. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 2 plus 7 equals 9. 9 plus 0 equals 9. 1 plus 8 plus 0 equals 9. 5 plus 4 plus 0 equals 9. 4 plus 5 plus 0 equals 9. 6 plus 3 plus 0 equals 9. Feel me? It just keeps going around. And then boom, with its 2 spins, 2 cycles, 720. So look, and it just keeps going and keep going. If you keep doing this, right? Let me just hurry up real quick. Alright, so 720 plus 90 is 810. 99, 810, 900, 990. Oh, I do that right. 80. Alright, boom. 990. 990. So then that would be 100. 100 and I mean 1000. 1080. 1080. 1080, right? That'd be the third cycle. Will be 100 for 1008. I mean 1080 hertz. So 2023 we experienced around Leo, right? When the portal opened, the Lionsgate portal opened. Shu dealt with the lion. Shu came from Ra the sun, but Shu dealt with the skies. And then the twin of him, or Ra, that was Kai, so Earth and the sky. This is the whole rebirth of how it once was. And talking about using CERN to see what it was. They trying to speed it up, but also, yeah, some other stuff. Anyways, they can't do shit. That's alright. Look, so boom. Alright, so 1890. What would that be? This is 3. That'll be 180. So no, that'll be 1170. 1000. Alright, so on the 6. Alright, so at 3 is gonna be 1170. At 6, it's gonna be 1260 hertz. And at the 9 is gonna be 1350 hertz. And then at 12 is at 1400 hertz. boom, and then it keeps going and keeps going. Whole time, I can't even write that the years next to that because that's not how it is. I can, but it's really 2 in each year. Not to a certain extent, but 2 parallels. But it's not going to be like 2 CMEs. It's a cycle. 4, 4 in each cycle. It's 4 in each level cycle. So this is the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. See, the thing is, we are at the 4, right? So for the 5, it's the plasma boom because the 1 was for what was the one for? It was for the north. It was for the sky. 2 for the east. What is that? Uh, water. So you get what I'm saying? And the fire, and then earth, wind, and fire. Feel me? Earth, wind, and fire, and water. That's what the 4 levels is for. But the 5th dimensional is dealing with the plasma because that's the 5th element. It's in 4s for the 4 elements. So we're moving into higher dimensions. Higher energies is higher dimensions in this period of time. Like, I'm not, you feel me? That's just reality. So now that we're entering this 5th cycle, which is September, it's going to boom somewhere. Most likely America, because it boomed everywhere else already. But when it boomed here, it's going to boom stronger. That's the whole thing about it. Because at this point, we're at where when the sun is going off doing M's and X's and shit with the C's. So that being said, it's going to be on the U.S. when the hit into this 5th level. But the 5th level is the 5th dimension energy that niggas been talking about. So that starts in September. The thing is, when you shift, you're going to see other things shift. You're going to see doors open. You're going to see 5th and 6th dimension periods. So I suggest you to start looking up shit in the 6th period of time. The carbon, the furious period, the shit that was on goddamn Eternals, like the names of the people they was the Vanians, the Vanians, whatever. That was a real period of time, but it was in the 5th and 6th period. But like I said, time is fake. So when they use that word, 5th and 6th was talking about 5th and 6th dimensions, just like 1994, 27 years ago, 1994, you put that shit in reverse, it was the year 4,991. 1994 is when it went from the 3rd to the 4th, right? Now it was 3 and 4, not 5 and 6. But the thing is, with this 5 and 6, it's not just going to be 5 and 6 anymore because it's three solar systems coming together, so it's going to be 5. It's going to be It's either 4, 5, and 6. Nah, it's gonna be 5. It's gonna be 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Them levels we gonna be getting hit, and you're gonna be allowed to go through the gate to go to the 8 and the 9. Feel me? So look, that's when they talk about the new Earth. So look, uh, so as you go down that 1400 hertz, we already that's still like the 1400 hertz. I feel like I did something wrong, but it's still right, but it's wrong. It's crazy how at 1400 hertz, it's the only number that equals 5. And I did the math right. Say 1880 plus 90 will equal 1170. 1170 plus 90 equals 1260. 1260 plus 90 equals 1350. All of those numbers right here, east, south, and west, that equals 9. Even these clocks, 9. 1 plus 8 plus 0, 9. 7 plus 2, 9. 3 plus 6, 9. But when it comes to the 1400 hertz, which we entered around July 20th, I'm trying to make it make sense, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. That was the fourth level. Fourth level means dimension at the end of the day. Going into the fifth level, fifth dimensional frequency, which is going to be, last month we got hit by 1600 hertz. It's here already pretty much. That's part of the 144. So look, it's up now. So look, because this is the time it comes back around. When Leo works with Aquarius, when the fire works with the wisdom. So look, well, when the fire works with the intellectual, and the intellect is a vibration that you give off. So look, they just be breaking shit down. All right, so boom. So what I'm trying to say is what I was trying to say earlier. This is a new download for me. So look, it says 1400 hertz. Nothing about 1400 hertz equals 9. That shit equals 5 when you use numerology. So the 5 goes back to the plasma boom because the fifth element equals plasma. The fifth, let me reverse this shit. The fifth element is plasma. So, but it's also the heart. That's why when that CME hit, your heart's gonna speed the fuck up. Huh? But
Trying to to 7-Eleven. Like ECK. Damn. I tell you, fuck that. Take this shit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm finna pull up, buddy. I said I'm finna pull in. One minute. Okay. What is it? Yeah, they was at the goddamn the red.
the what?
The red across the street.
The red.
Yeah, the red. Whatever that is across the street. I don't know, look like a recreation center.
Oh, Planet Fitness?
Nah, right across the street where the boys be playing football, that little parking lot right beside it, whatever that is.
Watch your eyes.
Right there. I turn it in. Fuck that shit.
I think it's a cop that's still on Arkwood. I don't know if he do this. looking at me yet.
Fuck that.
Alright, so boom.